Have you ever been writing a song and felt like,
this is the end and nothing's coming and this is dumb and this is no good and all that business?
so you and John Lennon seem to have a lot in common? I strongly believe that anyone can write amazing songs. We often think about how stupid we feel while we're writing, how everything always seems off and nothing can be salvaged.
Like some of the worst songs that have ever graced the earth come out. So yeah, it varies.
Well, this is John Mayer freestyling a few chords in a live radio interview. He said something that really stuck with me.
But I won't be scared, 'cause I do it for a living. It's not a taking, it's a giving. Tell me why do you still want to hear me sing? Doesn't matter. And if you can get fearless. It's hard to do.
Fearless, 3 times. And he also said,
It's hard to do.
I believe one of the biggest problems people have when it comes to writing music is that both the industry and ourselves tend to put artists on such a pedestal. And we might also think they have it all figured out.
I am at the same level of challenge in writing my next record as I was in my last record. It's the same game, I promise you. We go for the same, we try to run the same ball down the field to try to get to a song. You can't say, well, you know, I did real good on Gravity, so I'm going to just do that again here, because if that was the case, then once I'd written Gravity, I would have written 30 more like it. And it's not the case.
I just realised through Dylan and other people that it is the same thing. You know, that's why I didn't realise, being so naive, that you know, you don't write pop songs and then you do that and then you do that. That everything you do is the same thing.
What I found after quite a bit of research is that artists are just like us, except they art. This is Mariah Carey talking about how she writes her songs.
Like, what's your process like for songwriting? Like, you're just like chilling in the kitchen and you get an idea or something. What's the process?
It's sort of like I'll have to stop everything I'm doing and go and record the melody. Used to be a little tape recorder by the bed, and then I would call myself on the phone and just record it. Now it's voice notes.
And this is Halsey talking about how she writes her songs.
What I do is I collect bits of inspiration over the course of a couple months. So I'll like drop a note in my phone and it'll be just like a phrase or a word. I remember when I was first starting to write music and I was making my EP, there was like one word that I wrote down in my phone. It was just the word hurricane. And then, you know, a couple months later, I'm sitting in the studio and someone's, you know, playing some chords on the piano or whatever, and I come across the word hurricane, and then it's just like, if it works, it works. Yeah, sometimes I'll write it down, and sometimes I'll sing it into my phone, like into my notes, you know, and then I'll bring it up later and do like a better version of it.
And this is Lennon on the same subject.
I don't know what I actually do with the thoughts, but they come out either on film or on paper or on tape. I've just got lots of tape. It's just a matter of, do I want to make those tapes into paper or make the tapes into records?
How many of us can say we grab a guitar or a piano or even our own phones to just sing a melody that we think about? Mariah Carey went on to say that when she was gifted the first part of the melody of Hero, she just hummed it to herself.
The first part of it was a gift. We were talking about this movie starring Dustin Hoffman called Hero.
Which was called Hero.
Yeah. And then they explained what the movie was about. I walked out of the room, went to another room, came not going to go into every detail. I started having the da-da-da-da-da-da-da with the words to Hero. And it just right from that moment, I went back in the room and I was like, okay, here's what I'm hearing. And I sang it to Walter. Then Tommy was like, I think you need to keep that one for yourself. Don't give that away.
Again, that sounds simple enough, right? Can we say that humming that melody to herself didn't require any amazing musical knowledge, but more an individual expression of her melodic interpretation of a concept, an idea? You might say Mariah has a slight advantage, having one of the most amazing voices in the industry. Well, let's see what Mr. Wonderwall himself has to say about that. If Noah hears me say that, well, mission accomplished, I guess.
You get described in the press as a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
You don't like that term.
No.
Why not?
Because singer-songwriter implies that the most important part of that is the singer bit. I'm a songwriter-singer. My voice is irrelevant to the song. Is the most important thing in the melody. But it's not about spirit. There's a lot of bands getting by on spirit in England. They've got the hairdos, and they've got the attitude, which they got from us, I might add. And I say to those people, write a chorus. It doesn't matter your attitude. Attitude don't sell records. Attitude don't mean shit. It's all about the tunes, you know. And it's like if you're writing the best songs in the world, you're going to make it at the end.
What I want to clarify with this video is that the melody for a great song is something that comes to you. You alone have that melodic interpretation of the facts. And remember, you were just one away from writing a really great song. So let's wrap it up with John Mayer showing us exactly how he writes a song while making lyrics about writing songs. He's doing exactly what I think anyone who wants to write a song should be doing more often.
And just stare at the corner of the wall. Stare at the corner of the wall. Try to get it going on, but I can't call out. You just keep going until you get something. And maybe I'm a little bit shy. Maybe someday I'll tell you why. Because I don't know. I mean, it's all stuff, but you got to keep forcing it.
So next time you're feeling a bit discouraged, think about how artists are just like us, except they art a little more.